Ah, Pokemon. For some, a wonderful nostalgia, a wonderful memory, and for others, a new thing popping up for them to get into. The Pokemon franchise has been on the earth for approximately 25-ish years. And with that, of course, many spin-off games, original games, anime, movies, you name it all, has been made. And sometimes people can get... what's the word? Bored. Not really bored. They want some new spice into it for the Pokemon game. And so, fan games are made. Many ROM hacks fan games are made. So, I decided to look a bit into one of them and I picked Pokemon Eon Guardians. Shout out to Sacred Almighty. Actually, I found about Pokemon Eon Guardians because of one of his videos. I stumbled upon it. Go follow him. He has a good amount of list of Pokemon fan games, ROM hacks and all that. He's a really good guy. Anyways, so Pokemon Eon Guardians. Let's go. What do I think about it? So, I played until the first gym leader. And I'd say this is maybe the best thus far I've played of fan games. Pokemon Eon Guardians, it's amazing. I can really see the effort put into building it. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It has its own storyline, own characters. It's... how do I say it? It's like its own world. So let's start with the starter Pokemon. You get to pick from a bunch of generations, from generation 1 until I believe generations 4. And you can pick... so that's a total of like 16 to pick. You can pick Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, or you want to pick maybe Cyndaquil, Totodile, Chikorita. You want to pick Torchic, Trico, Mudkip. You want to pick Chimchar, Turtwig, Piplup. Which one do you want to pick? I took a good amount of time picking because when I looked at it at first, I was like, oh! It was amazing. In the end, I decided to go with Torchic. No reason actually, I just decided to go with Torchic. So there we go, the journey begins. You and your rival, scratch that, rivals apparently, start on your Pokemon journey with one being a girl or a boy depending on who you pick, what gender you pick at first, and you name them, and then a random boy from another town who is, oh my goodness, very rude. Like, I don't think he's just rude, I think he's just determined to a point that he's rude. But I guess there's another point, a good point for this game is that the sense of rivalry there. Because if you remember in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, and Green, is that Green? There is a Green, yes. When you first meet Blue or Gary, don't you get annoyed by him? Like, did you get, like, I have to beat this guy, like you want to be better than him no matter what? Like, it's either because you want to be stronger than him or because you're so annoyed at this character that you want to, like, beat him up good. You know what I mean? That's basically the same with this random boy rival in this Pokemon Eon Guardians. It's one of the strong points of the game. Is that sense of rivalry. Another thing that's really interesting is the mode. So in the beginning of the game, before you even decide your character, you have a choice to pick between easy mode and hard mode. Now, me, I was just like, you know what, let's try hard mode, you know, like, what could go wrong, you know? So I give it a try, and that's what I've been playing on, and that's how I'm getting this footage and everything, and why it took so long to make this video. It was a journey. A definite journey and a bit of a pain. Because when they say hard mode, they are not lying. Easy, like, if you see the picture, one is a Magikarp, one is a Gyarados. Now, Magikarp, people know Magikarp is literally the weakest Pokemon ever, as it says in the Pokédex. And Gyarados can be super hardcore. You give it a jolly nature, you build it up, it's really a tough Pokemon, right? Right? Well, this game is not lying about it. It's really a big difference if you pick easy or hard mode. Another interesting fact about this is that it has level caps. I think that's what it's called. So, through, like, the way I like to play Pokemon is like I'll level up my Pokemon to maybe level 16, 17-ish for the first gym usually. Especially when it comes to like evolving to fill up the Pokédex. That's what I do. But with this game, I don't know if it's the same in easy mode, but it's like the level cap before you even fit the first gym is only maxed at 15. And once you hit 15, the EXP gain is always shown by 1, and that is, oh my goodness, it's so, I won't say annoying, but makes it more challenging in a way. Speaking of challenge, the trainers also, they are not holding back in hard mode, trust me. The wild Pokemon, they're okay, but the trainers, you gotta look out for them because they are playing like, almost playing like gym leaders. They'll sometimes heal with a full restore, and you'll have to start all over again. Speaking of gym leader, here is where I feel much pain. The first gym leader, I thought it would be okay, you know, I have Aaron, I have Linkada who can, you know, it's a ground type, and I have my Chikorita again. My Torchic, so I was like, you know what, let's go. And apparently, according to the lore there, each trainer must have the same amount of Pokemon to battle. So if she has 3, or that gym leader has 3, you only can pick 3 out of the 6. And they hit hard, the gym leaders hit hard, oh my goodness. It took me so many tries, so many different Pokemon to try and beat this first gym leader. Oh, it was such a challenge. And the relief, the joy when I finally got that badge is like, yes! Which I think in most Pokemon, like mainstream Pokemon games now, is kind of losing it because it's a bit too easy. Which I guess is something that Pokemon Eon Guardians do well, is to make that sense of accomplishments in beating a gym leader. And once you beat that gym leader, your level cap will be increased to 20. Yes, 20. I am crying inside when I see that. When I saw that, I was crying. Not literally, but I was crying inside. Like, oh, only 5 levels. What can I do with that for the second gym leader? If the first gym leader, who for some reason has a level 16 Pachirisu, which is past our level cap, has Iron Tail, and hits hard like a tank, and is built like a tank. It was, you really have to really strategize. You really have to play a bit on luck as well, I guess. But it's worth it, guys. I say it's really worth this game. You gotta play it. Like, I'll put a link in the description for the downloads. Once again, shout out to my guy, Sacred Almighty. Thanks to you, I'm starting to get into Pokemon fan games more deeper than I'm used to ever. Then again, I might consider myself like actually starting to be into fan games more. Because when I first do fan games, I was like, what? Nah, I was like, maybe a few, like half an hour, 5 hours, done. I'm not doing it. But this and your channel, kudos to you, man. Hope your channel keeps growing. And that, my friends, are some points on my painfully experienced playing Pokemon Eon Guardians. Give it a go, and if you think you can take hard mode better than me, I mean, by all means, please prove me wrong. Just do it, you know, and prove it that hard mode is not as hard as it sounds. I took 17 hours for a few minute video just to get that. 17 hours! Oh! What am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? 17 hours? Hard mode? No! Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, let me know though. Let me talk to me in the comments. I want to know what other fan games you want me to see into. Like, either fan games, ROM hacks, I guess. Like, if you want me to play the games that are ROM hack for like the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, I can play it on my phone. And I can give you my opinion on it in another video. And also mention some of your, you know, favorite fan games. I'd like to chat with you. And also, you know, the usual stuff. Hug your mother, hug your father, call your mother, call your father, whatever. Take care of yourself, drink lots of water, and hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm Sanada Yuki heading out. Bye!